Hello, I'm Richard Winfield and I'm the author of the new Director's Handbook, and I'd like to answer a question from Roger. Roger is frustrated, as so many people are. He's frustrated with the three things to do with being a member of the board. Number one, board meetings have too much operational content. Number two, board meetings raising more questions than answers. And number three, agreed actions not being followed through. And I'm sure that Roger is not an unusual or atypical director. This is something that many people have to put up with, and it's almost part of the essence of being a director. So the first question about too much operational content. Well, it's really important to decide what the board is for, and to decide what board meetings are for, and to decide what it is that is appropriate for the board to discuss or decide, and what is really appropriate either for subcommittees or for the management to deal with at an arm's length and then report back. So some discipline and some strategic decisions about how you make decisions would be a really good start. And I recommend in all cases the way to do this is to have a face-to-face discussion with the chairman and to discuss what should be the processes and priorities in your organisation. The next one, board papers raising more questions than answers. Well, to a certain extent that's a good thing, because it's the job of the directors to ask these questions. But clearly if the board papers are being prepared such that they are failing to provide the information and recommendations, then you get what you put up with. So I've said before, one of the things to do is to set the standard, to decide what the requirements are for board papers, and then if they're not up to that standard, to send them back and to provide some feedback. So if board papers are raising more questions than answers, it's your job to ask these questions, but if they are weak sorts of questions, then send the board papers back and give clear instruction to the management as to exactly what it is you require from board papers in the future. Because as I say, you will get what you put up with. If you don't put up with it, standards will rise. Finally, agreed actions not being followed through. Well, this is key. It's part of the job of the board to hold management to account, and therefore it should be part of the agenda to ensure that past decisions are reported back on. And if they're not being done, then the message should be strong. But it's not enough to make decisions if you don't ensure they're implemented or carried through, then you're failing in your responsibilities. So, thank you from me. If you'd like to get hold of my book, The New Director's Handbook, you will find details on the next slide. You can get the first 3 chapters free to have a look through, or you can buy the whole book directly. And we don't charge post and package. We send airmail anywhere in the world. Thank you.